hello again, everyone. This is Jan from New York City, and my channel name is Jan from New York City Saves Money. Hey, how's everybody doing? I had to do a part 2 of More Questions Answered, and this is in celebration of my passing the 500 subscriber mark, and I can't thank you guys enough. Thank you so much. I really, really do appreciate your time. So I don't want to waste a moment here. Let's get right to more questions. Okay, Ellen from Ellen's Abundant Life on Less. Before I get into the question and answer, please get to that channel. Don't hesitate. Talk about Savvy. Ellen knows her stuff. She has so many interesting points of views on and information. No spend days, less spend days, her days. A very, very interesting channel, to say the least. So be sure to head on over to Ellen's Abundant Life on Less. Okay, and here's Ellen's question. Ellen asked, have I always been frugal, or did a change occur in life that caused me to become a super money saver? I'm not going to lie. When I was younger, I was very who could care less about money until I became a single mom. And when you become a single mom, the lessons you learn about money. You have to take it seriously. Sometimes when you're younger, you just really don't understand the value of money. Maybe because you've lived with your parents, or maybe because it just came easily, or you didn't have that many expenses, or you're just young and just want to explore the world. But then things happen in life, like becoming a single mom. When I became a single mom, I learned my life lesson about frugality, and respecting money much more seriously. And in fact, probably sometime soon, I'm going to do a video about how I saved a ton of money grocery shopping while I was a single mom, when my daughter was very, very, very young. Okay. On a teacher's salary, by the way. Teachers don't make a lot of money. Anyway, thank you for that question, by the way. Next, Minimalism by Anne. She asked, what nationality am I? Okay, I'm an American. I was born here in America. What language do I speak? English. And I did learn high school Spanish, but that doesn't qualify because my high school Spanish was not that great. I mean, it gets me by. You know what I mean? It's not like great. My ancestry, if you're curious about my ancestry, that would go back to like grandparents and prior. In fact, one of my grandparents was actually born here in New Jersey. So, but the remainder were born in Italy. Okay, so I come from Italian ancestry. And am I a minimalist? Same lady asking me, am I a minimalist? That would be a great goal, but to say I am a minimalist would not be accurate. I am frugal. I believe in cutting down. I think minimalistic people that can live that kind of lifestyle, it's great. God bless you. But to say that I am actually a minimalist in the correct term, no. I would say that I am frugal, but I am not a minimalist. And there's nothing wrong with being a minimalist, and kudos to you if you are. So, okay, another wonderful subscriber by the name of Olivia Willis. She wants to know what I think about food waste. This is a fantastic question. Well, I dislike it, okay? Because we live in a world where there are people who would be grateful to eat some of the stuff that we go, oh, I'm tired of this. Oh, I had that already. Oh, I don't want leftovers again. There are some people right now who might even be watching my video, and they don't say a word, okay? They're pride-filled. And they may be a little hungry, and maybe wouldn't have minded what you turned down. That's how I feel about food waste, okay? So all of us need to take a stand on being more careful. We need to take better inventory of our refrigerator. We need to take better inventory of our freezers. We need to scout through our stockpile and check for expirations and start using up the things that have recently expired or about to. You gotta stay in charge. No, I don't like food waste. I think it's terrible. I also have a trick, and I had made a video on this. I don't know if it still exists. because I tore it down a whole bunch of them, as you remember. Shouldn't have done that. But one of the videos explains how to have a better week, basically. That last week of the month, you know, before you get paid. Okay. If that's your pay cycle, how to avoid, you know, being very hungry, for example, during that last week before payday, no matter what time of the month it is. And it's a very simple method. I'm going to give it to you right now without further ado. I'm going to get right back. Thanks so much for sticking around. I really do appreciate your time. And this is sort of like a continuation on the question regarding food waste, which, by the way, Olivia, great question, so thank you. Okay. Here's a method that I totally believe in, okay? Get either, whatever you have, if you have a plastic storage container, okay? If you have, you know, freezer bags, whatever you can work with, whatever you have that's on hand, okay? You don't have to buy it. During the fatter times of the month versus the leaner times, okay? Let's say you're using a stick of butter, okay? And you have 1/3 left of that butter before you go on to the next stick. Take that 1/3 butter, put it in that plastic container in the freezer and forget it's there. This is an example. Let's say during fatter times you made a beautiful roast, okay? Before you give out the original meal, cut a piece of that roast. Doesn't have to be huge. It could be enough to make a flavorful soup or gravy. Cut that piece. Take out that plastic container. A nice one to work with is an 8x8 or a 13x9 for the freezer, okay? Just saying, okay? If you don't have that, use your bags, whatever. So you cut that roast before you distribute the roast. Cut that roast. So you have immediate savings, wrap that thing up, and freeze it, okay? You put it in your, you know, tough times week box, whatever you want to name it, okay? That's an example, okay? You make let's say in the fatter times of the month, you have a humongous 13x9 tray of baked ziti. Well, you get a smaller, let's say, like enough for a lunch type of plastic container, and you take that baked ziti first, before you serve, put it in that container, put it in the freezer. Throughout the weeks, the fatter times of the month, when you have like extra vegetables done up that you could freeze, you know, like broccoli or whatever you have left over, you put it in a container, put that away for future soup or future stew. You see? You don't have to run out. And throughout the month, try to always keep, well, all the time in your pantry, try to keep like a box of rice or, you know, instant potatoes. These are good go-to meals. And by the way, if you ever want to get to a channel where you could watch someone know what to do with food, I'll say it for the 1,000th time, get over to the Rhoda Stone channel, okay? Get there. I really mean it. Okay. So now I have a really interesting question by a wonderful subscriber. Her name is Joan Fitz. She wants to know, I kind of cut the words down, Joan, okay? She wants to know, what are some free or inexpensive things to do in our great city? So I'm going to take it that you're a Yorker. One thing to consider for anyone visiting is go to the 9/11 Memorial. You are paying tribute to all those lives and honoring them by stopping there and maybe gaining some information that you might not have known. So while that may not be like a fun thing to do per se, it's an honorable thing to do. That's one thing. Another thing, which I did a video on in the past, is walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. Yeah, you can do it. Doesn't cost you anything, okay? But dress properly. If it's winter, please dress up because it's very windy over there. And you take a lot of pictures, and even if you don't go the whole way, maybe you might decide to do partial and get up there and take pictures near the sunset or, you know, skyline. It's a very, very good vantage point. And Visit the parks, Central Park, Prospect Park. There are parks in Staten Island, beautiful. Prospect Park in the summer has free concerts, I believe, every Saturday, every single Saturday. And, of course, walk around Times Square. Do some people watching. Get over to Rock Center. Watch the ice skaters. This is all for free. Walk into St. Patrick's Church. The original is downtown, okay, and that's the Basilica, the first one. And the famous one on Fifth Avenue. Walk around Fifth Avenue. And before I forget, tomorrow is National Pizza Day. I thought I heard that on the news here locally 2 days back. I checked with Google, and yes, it really is. Tomorrow, February 9th, is National Pizza Day. So, I just may do a pizza video. We'll talk about pizza tomorrow. Why not? I think you should write that on your menu for tomorrow's dinner. Anyway, so this concludes it for now. Thank you so much for celebrating my 500 subscribers. Here's to the next 500. And I have a little personal request. If you really know someone who may get value from my channel, and I don't know who wouldn't, all joking aside, consider sharing my video. Who knows? They may be a future subscriber. And more importantly, they may get something of value and save money. And saving money is my channel's mission. It's the feel-good channel that I want you to get something back from. And the something back that I want to give you is the idea that we are empowered. Never forget this. Anybody watching it, do not forget, any one kid safe. If you have $200 to your name, take 20 out. Put it in an emergency fund. What? Just do it. Ask questions later. Just do it. Get in the habit. You never tried the $1 a day challenge? Why? Why not? Try it. Even if you don't have $31 from it, you might walk away with 20. That last week of the month won't be so bad. My channel is not necessarily geared for the ones that know what to do and they're veterans at this. My channel is for someone who thinks they can't do it. And I just want to look right at you. You can do it. You can do anything you want if you put your mind to it. You can do it. Don't listen to naysayers. Whatever it is, losing weight, saving money, expanding your horizons, you can do it. Do not let anyone stop you, and don't be the person that gets in your own way. Okay? Okay. We'll talk more about that in the future. And in the meantime, this has been Jan from New York City. Thank you so much for viewing, because I really, really do appreciate your time. Come back tomorrow. Tomorrow's National Pizza Day. Let's talk about pizza, okay? Okay. Have a great evening and morning. I'll see you again tomorrow. You take good care. Thanks so much. Have a great day.